Well, hi, and welcome to Thankful in Advent, and it's December the 16th. I have three readings for us today. The first is Matthew chapter 1 verse 18. The second is Luke chapter 2 verses 1 through 3. And the third is Matthew chapter 2 verses 1 through 4. Now the birth of Christ took place in this way. When his mother Mary had been betrothed to Joseph, before they came together, she was found to be with child from the Holy Spirit. In those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be registered. This was the first registration when Quirinius was governor of Syria, and all went to be registered, each to his own town. Now after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we saw his star when it rose, and we have come to worship him. When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And assembling all the chief priests and scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. You know, in a world where the headlines are dominated by presidents and prime ministers and politicians and celebrities and reality stars, it's so easy to slip into the little old me mindset. I don't figure, I don't count, I don't matter, I'm not important, can be the whispered thoughts of so many of us. But Advent turns that all on its head. You know, we matter so much to God that he stepped down into human history to rescue us from the warped and degraded destiny that we had engineered for ourselves. To restore us to our original identity and mandate. Sons and daughters, ambassadors and emissaries. We can be thankful in Advent that God in his sovereignty passed over a Roman governor, an Idumean king, a Jewish high priest, and a whole council of the world's most religious experts to turn up in the supreme manifestation of all his glory and all of his presence to a teenage girl living in the back of Beyondsville. Who says you don't matter? Who says his desire is to stay aloof and distant? Who says he doesn't care? God himself passed over all of these big names, all of these movers and shakers, all of these super important people to turn up where there was a heart hungry and surrendered to him. You know, one of the most powerful passages in the New Testament is in the book of Revelation, where Jesus tells us that he is standing at the door of our hearts knocking. I think it was Holman Hunt who painted the famous picture of Christ standing at the door, and what was notable about that painting was there was no door handle on Jesus' side of the door. It's an invitation for us to open the door and invite him in. And you know, he passed over all of those bigwigs and names to turn up in the lives of two people who were hungry for him. So can I appeal to you today to just stop for a moment, to put everything down, to switch off, to tune out of whatever it is you're doing and tune into him. And as we hurtle towards Christmas Day, this day when we remember his coming, that you take every opportunity to invite him in. Because he is the God who brings princes and kings to naught, but raises up the lowly, the meek, the hungry, the despised, and makes much of their lives.